Hi, my name is Rheisen, and hopefully if you're watching this, you've come to learn about web design and web development, and in which case this is going to be the perfect video for you. Basically, this video we're going to get set up. This is going to be the first video in hopefully a very long and exciting process where we're making our websites and everything. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to get a text editor. We're going to set up a folder so we can do all of our web design, all of our HTML files and CSS files in it, so we can start off making our first website and learning those basic blocks, basic building blocks. So the first thing you're going to want to do to get these text editors is, of course, go to Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or Internet Explorer and open that up. For right now, doesn't matter what you're using. I advise using Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox because those web browsers tend to be the most up to date, the ones that support the widest range or the widest selection of tags and all the CSS3 and HTML5 features, which we'll talk about later on. But for right now, if you're still using Internet Explorer, that's fine. All we're going to need to do is search for Notepad++, and we're also going to need to search for Sublime Text. So personally, I like Notepad++, but if you want to use Sublime Text and you've already used it before and you're familiar with it, that's fine. It'll work too. But I'm going to be using Notepad++, so if you want to follow along, that'll be excellent. So first thing we want to do is we're going to want to download this. It gives you a whole bunch of download options: the installer, the zip package, 7-zip package. Just go with the installer, I think, unless you're trying to run this on a flash drive, in which case you should get the zip package. The installer is just going to go through a quick setup. I already have it installed. It's really quick. Sorry, excuse me. It's really quick. It's going to be pretty much instantaneous. It's really not going to take you too long. I highly advise Notepad++. If you want to use Sublime Text and you've used it before, go ahead. Alright, so once you've got that downloaded, and I guess you can pause this video until it downloads. Once you've got it downloaded, we can go on to this next step. Okay, so we're going to want to create a new folder, and we're going to call it, or I'm going to call it 01 first web page. So why am I creating a folder? Well, it's really good to stay organized, as with anything in life. It's good to have organization. And with a website, that's really important. So we're going to create a folder, and inside of that folder, we're going to put all of our documents. So hopefully you selected to have the icon on your desktop, so you can just double click this and it'll open right up. Now what's going to pop up is this new tab, blank, empty. Type in whatever you want, right? So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to save this, and we're going to save it into our new folder that we just created. So I'm going to save it into this 01 first web page. You could call this folder anything. This is what I'm going to call it. And we're going to save it as index.html. So notice we're giving it this .html extension, and what that is telling the computer is that this is an HTML document, and what it's telling our browser is that this document should be treated as a web page. So we're going to want to save that, and if you notice, this kind of like line just popped up right here. So that's how we know that this was successfully saved as an HTML document. Go back to our folder, we look at this, and it's got a little Chrome icon beside it. For me, that's just because HTML documents, the default thing to open it with is Google Chrome. So if we open this right now, it's just a blank web page. You see it's got index.html at the top. We can see like the file where it's coming from right here. And it's just a blank page. But I want to congratulate you because you just made your first web page. So these text editors are going to be extremely important in using web design, mostly because of the syntax highlighting, which we'll get into next tutorial. But that's it for this one, guys. So hopefully you guys have downloaded Notepad++, Sublime Text. You've created your first folder for your web document. You've made an index.html page, and if I was too fast, let me just go through that one more time. You want to go to File, or I'm going to do File New. I'm going to do the File, Save As. I'm going to go to the desktop, go down to this whatever folder you created, right? And we're going to save this as like page.html. And what's really important here is that HTML extension. If you don't have the HTML extension, the web page is not going to be a web page. So Thank you guys for watching. Please continue on to the next tutorial. Next tutorial is going to be a lot more exciting. This is really just set up. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for setting this up and having that incentive to learn on your own, or maybe you're learning in the classroom. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching this. I'll see you next tutorial.